Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Time check, 1:19 p.m.
Hello, it's time to start.
Okay, good afternoon, Ma'am Ann. My respect to our Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Eddie, Ma'am Mary Ann Alera, our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent. We are going to review now our 3rd Division Management Committee meeting. At this point, the Alternative Learning System team will present their report.
Then, check sa attendance pag Mentimeter sa si floor. Chris. Floor pag Mentimeter sa.
Okay. Attendance, sir.
Hello, maayong hapon. As of now, our attendance for the afternoon session naka-post na, and then duha pa lang ang naka-attendance. Balili Sintal, Taraka Primary School, and then nakasulod na si Sir Apolonio Marhom. Tutulo na sila. So I hope ang atong mga participants mag-attendance na para ma-capture ang inyong attendance sa atong activity.
So, mag-attendance sa usap, sir?
Yes, for the afternoon session.
Alright. Okay, announcement for everybody. Please log in at www.menti.com and use the code 335277. Again, 335277 for the code, and that's for the attendance this afternoon. Again, log in at www.menti.com with the code 335277. Again, 335277. Thank you. Okay, as of now, we only have 118 viewers, 17 from MS Teams and 111 from live streaming. So where are the others? 186. Okay, Ma'am Ann. Before we proceed, naa daw additional announcement si Ma'am Chief.
Sige, go.
Okay. Ma'am Arlene. Ma'am Arlene Carbonera.
Master teacher nito.
Ma'am Arlene Carbonera. Ma'am Ivy T on. Ma'am Ivy.
Hello, Tien?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Go on.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I have still two things here to be disseminated. This is regarding with the... Actually, it was discussed by our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent last Mancom meeting, but then this is just a sort of reminder regarding the forms, the different school forms, clarification, because we received this memorandum to all regional directors, and then okay, we have also, there is a release also of division memorandum. There was a release of division memorandum dated May 25, dissemination of memorandum from Undersecretary Jesus L.R. Mateo, clarification on the checking of school forms and LIS class finalized, and submission for end of school year. Okay, now I would just like to stress this first paragraph. Number 1 item. In light of concerns and queries on the conduct of the school checking of reading of forms for the finalization of class report through LIS schools and the school division offices shall consider the following. While the protocol is ideal in a normal scenario, the national health emergency due to COVID-19 pandemic prevented many division checking committee to undertake the actual checking. We want to give emphasis that with or without the checking of school forms, the sole responsibility and accountability for the school records and reports, whether hard copy or electronic data, including reports in LIS, lies with the school head as per paragraph 5 of DepEd Order number 4, series of 2014. The school head is accountable for any discrepancies found in school report. Nganong giamo ning ginani gibalik, because we would like the school heads to really check the school forms that your teachers were preparing, and then maybe soon also the PSDSS or the coordinating principals will check all forms, no? Because sometimes we got also the data of these forms, magamit nato ni, this could also be used especially when we will be having our RMEA or DMEA. So the advisory issued by the office dated March 17, 2020 suspended the face-to-face checking of school forms in circumstances that this mode is not safe. The online checking is highly encouraged. However, some schools may find online checking not technically doable. Therefore, checking may be conducted in later date as possible or even after the school submission in LIS. Given this due consideration, the class advisor, being the custodian of the learner's record, may finalize class whenever he or she confident that all entries in LIS are accurate and with appropriate supporting documents. In case of pending data issues and inconsistencies, the school LIS coordinator shall make necessary action and make notation to ensure that correction shall be applied in the system whenever it is possible and instructed. Okay, so ako lang balikon, we want to give emphasis that with or without the checking of school forms, the sole responsibility and accountability for the school records and reports, whether hard copy or electronic data, including report in LIS, lies with the school heads. So dako Jude ang inyong responsibility, school heads, especially that murag lisod kaya at this very moment because we are now on this COVID-19 situation. Another also is we have here Division Memorandum 232. Regarding the online submission of inventory. Actually, we are previously we have been doing this, the inventory of available learning and teacher learning resources as per nag-harvest no? We are doing we were harvesting different learning materials from the different platforms, but then we received this regional memorandum again based on this memorandum coming from the central office that we need to continue on harvesting because there is an online submission of inventory of available learner and teacher learning resource as per attached DepEd memorandum. So therefore, we would like you to please check on this division memorandums number 232. Attached to this are the different forms that you are going to fill up. So naka-attach din hi, inyo lang tanawon din hi. So meaning to say, magpadayon ta og harvest of different learning available learner and teacher learning resources. Okay, so anyway, at the end of the day, we will be preparing also a consolidated report again on who or what district or schools have conducted this inventory. Then atong tanawon kung kinsa pud ang daghan, and then we will also be giving recognition to the teachers who are doing this. Okay, no? So since more on LRs ta karon, ganina wala na ko na recognize on. So si Dr. Connie Imborong, I would like to recognize Dr. Connie Imborong. I commend Dr. Connie Imborong for this very daghan kayong trabaho nga iyang gibuhat. Actually wala po tulog ang LR coordinator nato, Dr. Connie. So thank you to Dr. Connie and the staff of LRMBS, Joy, na until now collecting or harvesting some LRs coming from the different So we also have Miles also and the rest. So thank you once again. Yun lang. So these are all just reminders. I hope that na-take note ninyo ang different division memorandums and regional memorandums also. That's all. And once again, good afternoon. So this time, we will also listen the update ALS updates. Okay. Thank you, Ma'am Ann. I'm done.
Thank you, Ma'am Arlene. Okay, at this point in time, we will be presenting to you the updates on the alternative learning system enrollment. Okay. Okay, once again, good afternoon, and these are the ALS division activities. We had inventory of learning competencies with LRs through DepEd Commons and LR portals. Online development of contextualized learning activity sheets for the alternative learning system on selected teachers. We also did profiling of teachers and learners for the available means of communications for further intervention and the enrollment of learners. So for the enrollment, this This is now the enrollment per municipality. This is as of June 10, 2020, 9 o'clock. Okay, for Bacolod, we have 47 enrollees, Balui 101, Baroy 85, Kapatagan 82, Kauswagan 35, Kulambugan 16, we have Lala 51, Linamon 28, Magsaysay 89, Maigo 73, Matunggaw 23, Munay 41, Nunungan 23, Pantauragat 18, Pantar 34, Punapiagapo 37, from Salvador 41, Sapad 55, Sultanaga di Mapuro 72, Taguluan 17, Tangkal 157, and for the capital town, Tubod 86. So these are the ALS Learning Continuity Plan. ALS DepEd Lanao del Norte has four operable settings that can be used in the upcoming school year 2020-2021. We have 4 scenarios. Scenario A is that learning sessions done at the CLC using the in-school, out-school approach, face-to-face with 5 to 8 learners per batch. Scenario B, learning sessions done through RBI in partnership with the LGU or the Barangay LGU, home-based with mass media, TV or radio, and module. Scenario C is learning sessions through Pampurok na Pagtulunan Kaugmaon Alimahan. This is the program in partnership with BLGU, a face-to-face small group by Purok at the Community Learning Center. Scenario D is learning sessions in remote communities and for learners prone to health hazards. This is home-based, modular or digital, online, and others. The schedule. So for scenario A, we have Monday to Friday. Scenario B is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Scenario C is Monday to Friday. Scenario D is Thursday and Friday. And for the delivery mode, blended learning, we have digital online class-based, home-based with mass media, radio, TV, and modules. Okay. Learning materials in soft and printed copies. We have developed learning materials by all implementers as division innovation using the competencies of ALS 2.0 2019 edition. Note, we will prioritize the competencies in junior high school because, as expected, more enrollees come from this program. Learning materials developed will be evaluated by LRMDS section. Next, developed materials were produced for online and offline use. Now, SDOs will be given the soft copies in September 2020 and will take charge in the reproduction. Central offices develop materials. MyDev, or the Mindanao Youth Development Program modules, will be maximized first for August to September 2020 since our division is one of the recipients to use the MyDev. Learning activity sheets or LAS provided from the region will be maximized or used starting October 2020. We also have online learning portals. We are very lucky because us nationwide have online learning portals. We have ICT for us. We are also included in the DepEd Commons, and we have webinars. These learning portals provide online learning support. For the assessment, these are the assessment forms for the ALS. As assessment form 1 is the individual learning agreement. Unsa ni siya? It is a modified to monitor efficiently weekly learning arrangement of the learner. Final template is subjected to series of field consultations. As Form 2 or Assessment Form 2 is the monitoring of learners' progress. This is the modified to monitor efficiently weekly learning arrangement. Final template is subjected to series of field consultation. The next assessment form is A&E Readiness Test or AERT. Awaiting guidelines from ALS Task Force and in coordination with Division Testing, coordinator, the AERT will be administered in June 2020 for us learners who were reported as completers for school year 2019-2020. The AERT will be used as diagnostic tool, as review tool, and as a post-review assessment tool with intention to track progress like comparative, pre, and post-test results. So orientation in the use of AERT will be done to all field implementers. Tracking of us learners capable of taking the AERT. So the AERT form also is for reshuffling of implementers in administering the AERT. Okay, next. These are the challenges. The first challenge is mapping for potential learners for school year 2020-2021. Proposed actions. SDOs will pre-register learners through the following initiatives. First, coordination with the barangay LGUs in the mapping. Use online mapping. Intensify printing of flyers and pamphlets. Broadcasting in radio and TV through LDN radio station. And social media through Facebook of implementers and IMs. Messenger and group chat for advocacy and social mobilization activities. And implementers will provide with handheld radio for communication and for monitoring purposes. This is a proposed project funded by the provincial SEF. The next challenge is poor internet connectivity. Dili man gyud tanang area nato sa Lanao del Norte nga okay ang internet connection. So proposed actions, as teachers can use school internet facilities with the approval of the school heads because naatay ubang mga schools nga adunay mga internet connection. Profile learners in their technology capacity and use. And online learning support is highly encouraged but not mandatory. Then the use of printed materials is still the prioritized learning modality. Next challenge is LGU's use of exit pass that restricts movement of teachers and learners. Proposed actions. This is highly dependent on DepEd and local IATF advisories. And these are the measures will be taken. Ask PNP, DOH, and LGU a permit for teachers to go to their respective CLCs. Next is scheduling of learners' attendance, and then limiting the class size to 8 or less depending on the area. Face-to-face is actually up to this moment will be, face-to-face sessions will be allowed until further notice by the IATF. Next. That would be all for the ALS updates. Maman?
Dan? Hello, Chris.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Jordan. Thank you for sharing because we are taking good care of the regular classes, which classes cannot be done face-to-face as of this time. We are also trying to see to it that who are lost in the regular setting in education will be captured in the alternative learning system. I'd like to congratulate all the district supervisors who actually monitor the enrollment of the alternative learning system. To the school heads with alternative learning system, they are not the different persons, our mobile teachers or DALSIs. They are actually DepEd personnel. So for school heads with the implementation of alternative learning system, please ensure our support to them. There is no budget in the MOOE per school for ALS, but we encourage you to include ALS in your budgeting, especially that we are now we are on the process of amending our annual procurement plan, so please include ALS. While they also have provision, there's a budget for every ALS mobile teacher. For every ALS facilitator, there is a budget on learning materials, but pretty sure these are not enough. Requesting all principals also to take good care of. We appreciate it very much if you take good care of our ALS, most especially now that we are in the pandemic. So we are thinking of the modality of the ALS, which this education program specialist, Ms. Hotba, is telling with our coordinator, Mr. Barazona. Mr. Barazona, we appreciate your efforts in trying to ensure that who are lost in the regular classes will still be captured in the ALS. So if they are enrolled in ALS, if there are 1,000 of them enrolled in ALS, we try to see to it that 100 of them actually completed. And if they completed ALS in 10 months, answering all the learning modules, let us ensure that they pass and they apply in the alternate accreditation and equivalency test, A&E test. And if they take, let us ensure that 100% of them will pass. So this is the mantra of the alternative learning system. If we have 100 enrollees, we shall have 100 completers. If we have 100 completers, we shall have 100 takers of A&E, whatever is the level, whether elementary or secondary. And if there are 100 A&E takers, there shall be 100 of them passers, because we cannot afford to let them fail when in fact they already have been failing. They already have experienced many failures in previous year levels of their schooling, and that they're already overage. We cannot delay their future. So at our end, we are in the best position to help them, being tasked by the department to take good care of all learners, whether in school or out of school youth. So please help. There are municipalities without implementation of the ALS. I'd like you to think of this. Principals, as you pass the road in your community, look around. How many have you met? Account. Are they parents? Are they out of school youth? Are they supposed to be studying in ALS or in regular classes? If you find out that there are actually some of them who are not captured in the enrollment ever since, then it is also our primordial duty to ensure that all are in school. So it's not only the duty of Mr. Barazona, Mrs. Hotba, and Mrs. Madronero, and all the DLCs, but it's the duty of everyone, school heads, education program supervisors, public schools district supervisors, all of us. It is our duty to ensure that everybody will really be captured by the services of the Department of Education, because once we bring them to school in whatever delivery mode, there is a promise that their life, because education is life. If education is for life, then we will help our learners learn from us. That's why please bear with us, even if we extend our Mancom up to this time. We're supposed to be only half day, but we also need to share you what are our dreams and aspirations as a division office, as a province, for the learners of Lanao del Norte. So for the ALS principals, once again, let me repeat, as you enter, as you travel, look around how many are out of school youth. As you enter the gate of your school, of course, you have to take good care of those who are in school. But as you take good care of your data, pretty sure you know how many are lost in school every year and where are they. If that is your thinking, then probably you would try to look around in the community. They are sila yung mga naiwan. There are those who are left behind with our services. So whether we like it or not, the future of these people are laid on our shoulder, being employed by the government to take good care of its people. And there is no other way but to deliver the best education for them. So that's for the ALS. Let me repeat our mantra. 100% out of school youth shall be in school in whatever modalities. 100% completers, 100% takers of A&E, 100% passers. To date, we don't even reach 70% passers. What is the rate of our passing last year? 10? What's the passing rate of Lanao del Norte last year? 30 plus? It does not reach 50%.
No, more than 50%, ma'am. Actually, less than 75%.
Less than 75% passing rate. But if you're going to account how many are the takers against completers and enrollees, then there is really a great gap, a wider gap. There's a wider gap between enrollees and completers, takers, and passers. So mauna, nobody should be left behind. The only measure of the services that we give is when the learners, the ALS, graduate. They can only graduate if they pass in the A&E examination. So you could imagine the happiness. And I'd like to congratulate the ALS for the information of all. The ALS had 100% passers in the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology. So in the BJMP, in Tubod, 100% passers. I'd like to congratulate them. So you could just imagine they cried. Even if the space is very limited in Tubod jail, even if the space is limited, ning hangyo gid sila nga, ma'am, pwede nga mo paso. Okay, paso. And as they marched in that short distance, you could see the teary-eyed prisoners. And they said, ma'am, kung wala pa mi na priso, di mi mo graduate. So congratulations to the ALS for the 100% passers in our BJMP. And we're looking for more accomplishments of the ALS. And not only in Tubod, but also in the provincial capital, diri ba sa atong Kapitolyo, we also still have many passers. And napatay daghan. Napatay daghan. So there is really meaning in serving the ALS. Mas makurot-kurot imuhang dughan kung imong iserve ang ALS given their kanabang sa ilang ka badlungon, sa ilang kabugoy, sa ilang ka desperado, we give them hope. So it is in ALS that we give hope to the hopeless. And we offer kind understanding to those who could not be understood. Ano ba? So inana ang sa ALS. So congratulations, we hope for more achievements and we hope for enrollees who will be captured in the ALS. Principals, please help. Now I think it's my time. Is it my time na, Chris?
Yes, ma'am. What about the OSDS concern, ma'am? Shall we?
Shall we call, is there anyone from among the OSD? Shall we call Warnie? Mr. Edria, do you have concern? For announcement, Mr. Edrea.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Do you have any announcement?
Just a little announcement, ma'am. Very good afternoon. Good afternoon to Sir Ed and to everybody. This is addressed to the school principals regarding requirements of filing a leave. Because I mentioned last previous Mancom that the clearance, the division clearance can be dispensed giving consideration with the mobility of our teacher in our community regarding sa pandemic. But this time there was a meeting attended by the processor, specialist regarding DTS, the tracking system. There was an instruction that this is addressed to the principal. There was an instruction that the requirements of division clearance is necessary. prior submission to the leave application to the office of the division office, the clearance must be complied, especially sa maternity leave. Considering we are aware that may naka-schedule na delivery, a month of delivery, siguro sa inana. So, mag-prepare na ang clearance. So, lang siguro na akong i-announce, i-inform sa mga principal na need na ang clearance, especially sa maternity. Kalabot sa sick leave, so siguro late na itong clearance na kay naibalaan na itong operation, na schedule na sa inana. So, that's all, ma'am.
Okay, so since we are still doing the job remotely and since the teachers are doing their job remotely and that they're required to submit their clearance, could it be that they will just submit online the form that will be printed in the division office? Then it will be routed to the different offices.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay na siya, ma'am. Provided ang clearance nila, ma-secure good siya prior ang effectivity sa leave. So, ilang i-advance o hatag ang ilang clearance for signature sa mga signatory, and then amo na lang din ayahan na may process ang ilang leave. Kaya mo,
asa man siya i-submit online?
Pwede na sa personnel, ma'am, then there is a assigned person for that matter, si Eunice. Siya na ang magpapirma sa tao sa division office. Ang amo lang concern, ma'am, is dapat ma-advance o hatag ang filing of leave. Dapat advance siya para ma-facilitate ang leave upon effectivity, ma-complete na siya.
So please, principals, take note. According to Warney, requirement for clearance this time is going to be, the clearance shall be submitted online through the office, through the account of the personnel, and an in charge will route the clearance for the assigned personnel, for the signatories to affix their signature, and that will be done by division office. So it's not the duty of the teacher to come here and the principal to come here, but just submit online. We'll have remote completion of signatures in your clearance. Okay, now Warren, how about Sir Pasok? Mr. Pasok, RAO, do you have an announcement? Sir Armando?
Ma'am Ann, as of this moment, na-disconnect si Sir Arman, gi-reconnect pa siya usap.
Can we have Mr. Ardon, just in case you have your announcements, Mr. Ardon, on finance, accounting matters?
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yes, Tor.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Actually, wala ko yung updates. Reminder lang no regarding sa unliquidated cash advances katong mga principal nga na ay unliquidated. Palihog lang kung settle sa katong cash advance ninyo nga wala pa na liquidate. So far katora man, ma'am, wala man koy.
Do we have update regarding the moratorium of principals to open land bank accounts, because it's already almost July and they're not having downloading up to this time?
Actually, wala pa gyud, ma'am. Wala pa gilif ang moratorium.
Could we run?
Yes, ma'am.
Sige, go.
Nagkatalk niya sa katong regional accountant na to, si Ma'am Neri, and then wala pa gyud daw, and then na ay possibility nga i-revise pud ang implementing guidelines sa MOE, kasi daw idungan lang.
Could we at our level write to central office So they will also know our dilemma here, because it's June and July, August, September. By October, we should have at least 25% of the budget left in their account. But this time, it
Yes,
seems
ma'am.
as if there is no movement of expenditures except on the mandatory expenses, especially that they need some of the disinfectant chemicals, disinfecting chemicals, and other health sama na siya diha for the COVID-19 nga
Lagi, ma'am,
mga
i-revise pa daw ang guidelines. Sige lang, ako lang pong i-kuan, ma'am, akong i-follow up si Ma'am Neri regarding ana. Kay ningon maguti siya nga i-appeal daw ni RD sa katong ilaang Mancom.
Oo.
National Mancom. I-raise daw ni RD dahil
Oo. Most especially that the schools will need some of the printing materials. They need printers, they need ink, they need basta supplies and materials for our opening of school year. Na it's days are running out, and for all we know, it's already August 24 and we might be overwhelmed.
Sige, ma'am, ako lang i-follow up, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Natator?
Yes, ma'am. Kato lang, ma'am.
Yes. How about Mama Kapobre? Your face is already on screen. I think you have something to tell. Mama Kapobre, do you have any reminders? Who's first? Ma'am Padayhag? Day?
Yes,
Sige,
ma'am.
Emily.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon,
Guwapa
ma'am.
kay Kagbangs.
Sure, ma'am. Wala
Sige.
ko pagkita. Kuan lang siya, reminder lang siya sa mga principals, no, who opted to amend their APPs. Take note na katong mga actual ninyo na spend January to March. To reflect it in their WFP, APP, and PPMP, ang actual. And then, kuan dahil siya, ma'am, update regarding sa katong imong question ni Sir Tor about sa opening of accounts. No?
Yes, Day. Oo, nag-istorya ta anak ganina.
Yes, I have I sent message to Yusek and Sevilla regarding the kuan kanang moratorium. Tapos nag-reply siya. In her reply, she said, yes, we will look into this. And then mayroon siyang tao na pinahandle para maano na siya kasi inano ko kasi doon sa message na sana ma-lift na yung moratorium para makapag-open na ng account yung mga schools na hindi pa nakapag-open dahil malapit na yung opening of classes. So parang ano na action na siguro nila doon sa central office, ma'am.
Very good, Day. Paspas yung kay Kaday. Ganina pa tang istorya.
Thank you, ma'am. And then, ako din may isa ka kuano sa for the principals to kuano sa mga bookkeeper nila na if they have submitted scanned copy no during sa kanang request sa ilang mga bayron nun, if they are going to claim sa check sa division, ipadala na lang po itong original copy sa mga bills o unsa to para i-attach dito sa atong para i-support sa atong kuan katong claims. Kaya as what we have observed, manggod, usahay magkakuan siya, magka-double ang kanang processing since mag-submit sila dito sa accounting katong sa original, ma-process na po siya, dayon ma-double na dayon. So magka-problema ta. So if ang ato na lang po solution ana, if they are going to claim the checks at the cashier, they should bring the original copy para i-attach dito dili na nila ihatag dito sa accounting kay makaingon man nga para process. And then last is kana pong sa kanang DTS bitawan sa DTS, I requested Sir Flor kay as what we have observed also kanang mura og lisod kaayo nga tanan school heads mangutana bitaw sa amuha about sa asa na to ilang mga gipang claim. So it's much better kung ang bookkeeper upon submitting sa ila ang kanang mga claims naa sila'y kuana kana bitong DTS number so that the bookkeeper can track no sa iyang level kung asa na dapit ang katong mga submitted request. So sana si Sir Flor, magawan mo yan ng paraan na yung mga bookkeepers can track also so that they will be the one who can give updates sa ilang mga kuan kanang mga schools under them.
Okay, Day. At ato nang discuss today na within this week, okay na.
Sana. Tapos sana mabigyan din ng instruction yung mga bookkeepers sir kung how are they going to track.
Apil na sila.
Sige, no more, Day, no more.
Sir, ma'am, ay regarding di sa kuan di ay katong sakit. Kay some principals kana nag-ask sila kung if they are going to incorporate it sa katong APP. So if they opted to have that, so they need to incorporate sa katong kit dun sa APP nila. I guess Ma'am Eva, ma'am have something to share about the kit, ma'am.
What is more important here is the budget allocation. So they are going to place that in 3B's program.
Yes, ma'am.
Under 3B's program, they're just going to incorporate put in an amount that is approximately the cost of that material.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Lana. So
Okay,
let's have Mama Kapobre. Ma'am Silvestra. Then after Mama Kapobre, Mariam, if Mariam is in. Or Arman. Going to be the first. Arman, do you have reminders for principals?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, good afternoon.
Say Ma'am Bibi first.
Ma'am, about sa EDTS, ma'am, nagkuhan na po nag-istorya namin ni Flor. Nga all communications or mga reports magigid sa mo, i-receive na mo. Dayon, i-forward na mo sa superintendent. Then, ang superintendent na maoy
Route.
Oo, yes ma'am. Pero nalang concern po ma'am kay naiuban nga mag-email sa ilang mga OR, i-direct nila sa opisina, then patatakan nila og receive sa MOA. Kali ma'am, dili mi mo receive kay wala man naka-address sa MOA. OR man gyud siya.
Unsa na nga OR?
For example ma'am, kana mga billing.
Let's have the opinion of Mr. Ardon. If it's billing.
Mana ma'am nga ako na lang siyang kuan ma'am nga i-forward una didto sa accounting dayon ila na lang i-check didto together with all the documents dayon naa sila i-attach nga rag butcher man siguro ma'am then I have me mo receive.
Ay sa ma'am kanang your office is the receiving section.
Yes, ma'am.
So if it's a receiving section and it is emailed to your office, all we have to do is print, then stamp receive, and enter in the DTS, transmit that to the accounting section.
Actually, ma'am, wala dili sa among section siya gi-email dito sa accounting. Sa accounting siya gi-email, ma'am. Then, gi-print sa accounting, gi-forward sa MOA kay patatakan og receive.
Oo.
So,
Ana siya, ma'am.
So, dili mi mo receive, ma'am. Kay actually, ang OR, wala man po naka-address sa superintendent. May check out letter nga, nga nag-submit sila, para claim nila. Wala man. OR agad siya.
Dili, ma'am. Because the process is everything will start in the record section, the receiving section. So since that is from the field, so that should pass through the receiving section. The only difference is that it will not pass through the office of superintendent because it is for the accounting section to add other documents to make a voucher.
Okay, ma'am.
So,
So, yun akong i-receive, ma'am.
Oh,
Ma'am.
because that is, yes ma'am, receive the fact that that is submitted to your office, so you will have to stamp receive.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Copy, ma'am.
Sige ma'am.
So, murag, kana ram sa akong concern about sa EDTS, ma'am. Kanang ipang-email nga OR in ana.
Sige lang ma'am, kanang anyway later, wala na sa ato kanang mga inana for this time of the pandemic emergency lang. But the moment our principals already are able to open their accounts, then the processing of those documents will be at the level of the school. Karon lang sa gyud na siya, ma'am. We will make adjustments. Di ba, Tor? Correct ba ko? Tor?
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Correct ba ko? Naminaw ka sa akong istorya?
Wala ra ba, ma'am? Kaya nakikistorya si Sir Danilo Antikamara, ma'am, ba? Sa gawas. Gawas ko kadyot.
Mas Danilo, nga nagmankom man ta.
Lagi na sa gawas, nakikistorya regarding siya liquidated.
O din na siya naminaw sa mankom?
Wala. Ambot lang, ma'am. Wala ko ka.
Wala.
So, pag maminaw, wala ang galakaw man. Di, huwag na maminaw.
Na, ambot Sir Arman. Sige lang, basta masulbad ng yung unliquidated. Tabangin nga masulbad na.
Nagka-problema lagi siya, ma'am.
O, sige, yara na sa hulbaron. Dapat, kanya na siya diha. Sige, Tor. Now, let's have Sir Arman. Reminders.
Aki ma'am, only one reminders, ma'am. Tanang principal. To all the principals. Kadtong wala magka-submit sa ilang Form 7 this month. Naghatag na kong deadline tomorrow. I even report today, even 1 day lang ko. Just to wait their Form 7. Para mapirmahan ako, para madala na sa regional office. Kaya ang regional office, nagpangayo sa atong Form 7. Now, if you fail to submit that Form 7 until today, kamo na ang mag-LBC ngadto sa regional office.
Today, gives si Arman, alas 2 na. Today, gives.
Yes, ma'am. Nag-aabot, nagsigit ako paabot rin, ma'am. Adyo ko kumuli. Yun na, tuwid kumuli para lang maka-sign ko sa itong Form 7. Loya itong mga maestra kung ilang Form 7. Yes, ma'am.
Pwede hangyo tomorrow 9 o'clock.
Na submit ka rin, ma'am, late. Sila nang akong gipa-LBC. Kay in bulk, gipadto ko na sa regional office, gipasakay na ako ginagbunggo kay daghan magkayo.
So deadline
na ang regional office naghatag deadline pizza 8.
Saan naman ron?
Na mao na siya gi-disseminate ang information sa field ato pang pizza 2.
Pila ka principal ang wa ka submit?
So far nalay mga tulo ka districts.
Ang wa submit?
So for those, wala pa ka submit. Ulahi karong buntag ako lang ipapas. Is hindi itong naulahi karong buntag, I think. Is hindi.
Sige,
sila na mag-LBC, ma'am, human sa akong pag-sign dire. Until tomorrow.
Banyo na lang until tomorrow 9 o'clock so they can still work. And traveling,
okay,
we'll consider the traveling time pa.
Okay, ma'am, sige.
Banyo na lang sila. 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Sige.
Sige, ma'am. Sige. Okay. Thank you.
Sige, Sir Arman. So, principals, please comply as required. Supposed to be today, but Sir Arman is good enough to wait until 9 o'clock tomorrow to give time for completion of these documents at the same time to accommodate you until 9 o'clock to give way to travel time. And after that, saan naman Sir Arman? After that, pag 9 o'clock tomorrow, di ka submit. Saan may tabo?
Wala na sweldo ilang mga maestra na ron. Sila na yung problema na karon. Kaya regional office sige ga padali sa ato po dire. Kita po daling kamot po ta makasabit dito sa tuwa. That is why akong mga staff di pa require na ko sila 3 days, gihimo na kong 4 days palaran dia.
Oh, Jude. Salamat sa imong time. Sige. Okay na to. Kato lang, Sir Arman.
Para to, ma'am.
Oo. Shall we proceed to Ma'am Mariam? If Ma'am Mariam is around.
Ang niya, usa man siya din. Sige, tuto na lang. Sige, tuto
Ma'am
na lang.
Mariam, mapandi. Floor, nas Ma'am Mariam.
Ma'am, na-disconnect si Ma'am Maria, ma'am. Nag-reconnect pa karon.
So, si Cheribet lang sa. Concern sa supply, Bet?
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Oo.
Ano lang, ma'am, kato lang mga APR bitaw nga gi-submit sa mga principal, ma'am. Ako kung na-notice nga hantod karon nag-send pa sila dayon ako lang i-inform sa ila nga nag-cut off ko ato rang Tuesday ang last na submission kay di ba Sunday mo to katong sa Mancom nga deadline then naghatag lang ko extension up to kay para ako pong ma-email sa so na-email ako ma'am Tuesday sa hapon pero kay ubay-ubay bitaw to kay consolidated man daghan kay bond paper actually ang pinaka-importante ra gyud kayo magi-pick up ato ma'am bond paper ink thermogun o alcohol so kay na volume na ang ato request gi-forward sa DBM nga Manila.
Okay, kulang pa to.
Nag-email ang Cagayan ako nga ila daw gi-endorse dito sa Manila kay daghan man dili sila ka-cater. So nag-wait na lang ko sa reply sa DBM Manila, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Ma'am, naparabay nag-send. Napay nag-send sa ako GPR.
Kanus aman to mahuman og dawat ana din kanus aman po mas maay man tong please, principals, if we are given the deadline, it's already dead in the line. So, napadi deadline na mabuhi pa.
Lagi, kinapay nag-send gani.
The line is dead. May gani, ang line lang. Simba ko lang. So, kanang to keep everyone alive. To keep all our learners learning from us, we will beat with the deadline because if we will be late in submitting our request to DBM, think how many divisions are in need of bond paper, and think how many divisions are DepEd alone, DepEd alone, how many divisions are in need of these truckloads of bond paper and ink to produce the learning module because almost all are really needing these printing supplies na if we will be late, naman na isulat ng atong mga learning module nga atong gipanulat. Please fast track because dili lagi kita naningilahan ng inahanglan. It's not only DepEd but there are also many line agencies unya. Like now given the data not complete request in our division. Katulang gani nga request, wala na gani na accommodate sa DBM. I-endorse na sa Manila. Na this time, if we submit bit by bit, problema na siya. That will not be catered anymore by the DBM considering the truckloads of request, crates of request. Di gani na siguro may kung isa ka barko for the 14 divisions. Ba? May ba isa ka barko? Murdi siguro maigo sa 14 divisions. Plus na apay mga other line agencies nga manginahanglan na niya. Mao pa man siguro magaling og palkata himuong papel. Ang sana lang mo pa magaling og uling himuong ink. Now di ka produce ana by August 24. Please think of that. Kani ako joke nga tinuod ni. Ba so bet tagay ko ngalan anang schools nga wala pa naka-submit. We will also give that data to the PSDSS. Ma'am Arlene Carbonera is listening. So, ang duty nato sa ang imo is you are alone and we'll look for others to help you. So we'll have the CID personnel to help you monitor how many of those, although finance side na ni, but this entails supplies which work of the CID will be affected. So tinabangay tabet, give that
Yes,
name.
ma'am. Naaman ni.
Tagayo,
record, ma'am.
record si Ma'am Carbonera kinsa wala pa nag-submit sa iyang request for office supplies and katong health supplies. Iisa na lang na din ha para ma-monitor. Also for the health supplies, that could be coursed through the SGOD. For the learning material supplies, that could be so coursed through the CID. Magkinabangay ta ani. So mga principals, bear with us. Inani ta kapaspas because time is too short. June is about to end. Monday is June 15. Half of the month is already sana utila half days of the month sana 15 days of the month is already utilized, and we all are only waiting for another 15 days for the completion of all learning module, and after that printing will follow. So if we are not going to request side by side with the writing request of printing supplies, lisod kayo na. So please, for those who are unable to submit, mga friends, I know mga principal, daghan pod kayo mo concerns, but this is our prime concern, ang learning material na request. Please do it.
Hello,
Not
ma'am.
later than 5 o'clock today.
Hello, ma'am.
Oh,
Nasa ko si Inday ni ma'am.
yes, Day.
Regarding sa katong kang Cheribeth dito na kuan ma'am, issue about sa APR katong mga gipang submit sa school.
Oh,
I would like also to kanang remind the school who have submitted their APRs to Cheribeth to reflect that items to their WFP and APP. Even if the division office is the one procuring it, but still it will be deducted to their school, to their MOE. So katong mga gipang submit nga APR, ipa-reflect ko to nila sa ilang WFP.
Hello, what kayo?
yes, tinuod na, Day. Kaya kinsa may magbayad, ana, the amount is still deducted from school MOE because the budget of the division office is only good for the expenses of the division office, while this time kita lang sa ang nagtabang ana because of the pending upon the lifting of the moratorium. Unang magkadako ang trabaho sa division office because of that. You could just imagine more than 400 schools. More than 400 schools will be catered with your needs. So sa 400 ka schools, kung na mo submit nga 200 lang, problemaho nato ang another 200. So please submit as required. Di sa namo gustong na ay mabiyaan, di sa namo gustong pag-abot sa panahon, masuko ang mga parents nato for our inability to serve our learners. So,
there were some schools who opted not to submit their APR since they have already downloading. So hindi lahat talaga ng schools yung nag-ano sa atin ng APR. Kasi mayroong mga schools na sabi nila sila na lang magbili ng mga pinakailangan nila dahil mayroon na silang downloading.
Oh, sige. So for those with their accounts open, ilan na. But be sure you pass through the DBM. Do not purchase the supplies anywhere, not unless there is no supply anymore by the DBM and you have the, kasi pangalan ana, APR, Bet?
Yes, ma'am, APR.
Not unless the APR is stamped by DBM for running out of supply. Ayan na dahil tamo, canvas. That's the time we do canvas. I know you know that, pero ayaw dyan mo shortcut kay. That's the process. And so katong others will not request because you will be provided by the LGU through the SEF. Okay, Rapod, please please inform the office that you are not going to purchase because you are supplied by or you will be supplied by the LGU. And there are also donors in your school. Okay lang na siya. Kana lang, Bet?
Yes, ma'am. Kana lang.
Salamat sa reminders, Bet. Ma'am Mariam, Mapandi, do you have reminders? Usog na kayong ulan, no? Ma'am Mariam? Wala pa siya kabalik? Flor, wala na reconnect si Mariam?
Wala pa, ma'am. Trying to reconnect pa, ma'am.
So, while waiting for Mariam, can I now proceed?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. ASDS time, ma'am.
Kita akong kuan slides.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is the third management. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Though ulan-ulan, it's okay. Loud and clear.
So, let me share you what our regional director shared us during the regional Mancom. Number 1, first button, school heads shall make their own learning continuity plan. We will issue to the field the format of learning continuity plan, so you can make this together with your teachers and your stakeholders. Klaro po ba po?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Maklaro
Then
ka,
we need
ma'am.
to orient our parents, enrollment, and inform them on the learning continuity plan. How about for the orientation of parents on enrollment? We shall make different modalities in informing our learner regarding the enrollment, because as per data, I will let Flor insert after this slide or with this slide, orient parents on enrollment and inform them on the learning continuity plan. But the first focus is on enrollment. I'd like Flor to share you the enrollment data per school so that all of you will know your data that is being sent to the division office. Is it alarming? Is not alarming or whatever? Because there are those with 0 enrollment up to this time. Can we request Mr. Velarde to show, Flor? Can you show the data on enrollment or so
Yes,
saan
ma'am.
ako
Yes,
ni
ma'am.
ako, Flor? I-share sa nang imong data sa enrollment.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. So, makita na to, no? Edit lang. Hello, makita na to ang screen.
Yes,
So,
Flor.
as of now, kung atong tan-awon ang sa katong dinita sa view all schools, ang atong enrollees per grade level, per school, mo ni siya. Now, there are some schools nga kanang gamay ra o wala pa gasugod yung enroll. Ato makita diri na ay not updated. Meaning nga yang school profile wala pa nag-update. And then kung naay school name nga pareha nga red, meaning wala pa gyud na sulod. Wala pa gyud na nag-sugod og enroll. So, daghan pa ni siya. So, I hope atong ato nang sugdan ang pag-enroll sa mga bata using atong system kay live ang kini atong gig-access karon live data ni siya. Kung sa inyong gi-update, automatic na mo ma-capture diri sa division office. So mo ni ang among makita dinhi. I hope inyo ning atimanon. Now, as of now, ang atong total number of enrollees for sa nga time, alas 2:28. Non-graded na to is 89. Elementary na to is 30,815. Junior high school na to 7,324. Senior high school na to natay 1,873. There are some secondary schools na sila gahimo sila before na to na live ang atong system na sila gihimo nga kanang enrollment system. So pero kato siya kinahanglan gyapon nato to siya ibutang diri sa atong system para ma-consolidate. So mo request ko ninyo nga ihatagan ninyo sa consolidated data atong inyong nakuha na, and then after niyo mahatag sa mga consolidated data in Excel form, dinhi na dayon ta sa system nato mo padayon sa enrollment para wala na tay dili na ta magka-problema sa counting sa pag-consolidate sa ato ang mga data. So daghan-daghan beginning wala pa isulod. No? Daghan pa tayo. And then some na ay sulod pero na ay 1, 2 ingana lang gyud. Mura og gitrial, gitistingan lang gyud ni. Daghan-daghan pag yun, oh. Tana lang, ma'am.
Floor.
Yes, ma'am.
Tanang kulasihan, balik si kulasihan.
Yes, ma'am.
Dili, kung ano tong kulasihan? Balik sa.
Okay. Na, ma'am.
Asa man yung kulasihan? Kaning kulasihan nga sa baybay or kulasihan na along the highway?
Dili kay kusuhito ano mga skula, ma'am. Pero murag nakagini sa Kulambuga.
Like kani, kumayong kang Esmeraldo Roque along the highway ginasiya. Ang mga tao diha nara sa palibot. Di po ko matuo nga wala enrollment ka nahitabo kay dili ma-access ang mga tao.
Maka-access
diba?
sila.
Matuo siguro ko walay enrollment na mahitabo dito sa Kapukaw. Pero naagi, imposible, it would be impossible for us to believe nga zero ang enrollment because the schools are located where the people are. So naagi na siya dito dapat.
Nag-react ang mga school heads man kay there were already enrollees.
Unya ngano man wala day na siya gi-input diha sa kuan kanang enrollment focal person. Kaning data
sila
floor.
Online ni siya, so dapat yes, ma'am.
Sige floor. Ma'am Linggo-Linggo, unsa ma'am Labonog, unsa na?
Sila enroll, ma'am. Hello. If in case nagsugod na sila enroll,
Hello, Sir Flor. Good
afternoon sa system. So kung wala gyud na nila gisulod sa system, di makita diri.
The school heads reacted of what you presented because accordingly they have already enrollees.
Yes, ma'am, na-enroll sila pero wala nila gisulod sa system.
Hindi siguro na Sir Flor.
Wala nila gisulod sa
Lagi
system.
kay katong giun mo kaliyera nga. Wala daw masulod sa system.
Ani Sultan members sa along the highway man na.
Most of the schools are from Kulambugan. Some are
Yes,
in
ma'am.
Bacolod and then highway na sila, ma'am. Highway
Yes,
yun.
ma'am. Highway raman na, ma'am.
Sige.
ko ani
It's
ko
good na.
enrollees kontas bukid, kalisod kayo i-reach ang bungtod, another bungtod to another bungtod.
lagi nga mga nag-react ang mga school. Sige lang ma'am, kay at least they were able to see and then they will update the enrollees.
O, i-follow up lang nila. Please tell,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
school heads are now listening. That's why we are wondering why there is no data here when in fact, kabalo me that you already started but there is no data that can be captured. Meaning to say, there are enrollees. So shall we say, Ma'am Labono, that there are enrollees but are not actually encoded ang data in the system?
Wala tayong mga enrollees, ma'am. That's why I was also wondering why some of the schools mentioned as presented, wala sila number din ha. Ma'am. But it's okay, ma'am, that this will also serve them as awareness lang ba?
Oo. Because this is very important. So, human naman ta nag-orient ani in the previous Mancom that there is a system that the enrollment focal person is going to use so that the data will be seen by the division office and the regional and the national office. Whatever data is inputted by the teachers in the school, that will go through the division and that will go through the regional office and that will go through the national office. And I'd like to inform everyone, this is the text from the regional director. This morning, before we start the Mancom, this is the text message of the director. Good morning, SDS, ESDS. Please monitor the enrollment day after day. Make sure we capture everyone that registers. We should make campaigns in any possible, especially through social media. As of today, Region 10 registers, one among the lowest regions in enrollment. Absolute number and much more in percentage. Let's all exhaust our means to hit our targets and let's monitor the turnout. So this is for all the school heads. We beat the time until June 29. Next Monday will be 15, so we only have 2 weeks to move and more data to encode. So let us tell our enrollment focal person to encode in the system as designed. Introduce a division office. I hope na namutanan. Contact your ICT coordinators in your school if you still don't have this one. Access through our ITO office, ITO floor. So you will be assisted. So every number counts and the director is now telling us to do in many ways so that we could bring our children back to school through this enrollment. Sige, Flor, continue.
Another data nga na-capture nato based sa enrollment katong sa modalities. Gidiscuss niyo ni kaganina ni ma'am nga ni ka-alarming nga to ang mga data nga na-capture, no? As of now, mo pa ni ang mga data nato sa sa modalities. Based sa atong nakita, ang ako nakita ni ma'am nga ang atong mga schools katong naka-encode na-encode nila ang data, basic data. Pero ang problem dito sa encoding na sa details sa katong other details sa bata. Provide na sila code sa parents including the website, and then the parent will encode the data. And some parents katong dili maka-encode, ang ilang gihimuan is katong form, katong gi-distribute na nga form. I hope ang katong mga form nga gi-distribute ato na pud tong gi-recover para mapasulod na pud nato sa system, kay kung naa dito sa form bot pasabot ang school na mo encode na.
Muna siya nga nag-assign ta o enrollment focal person to oversee everything.
Yes, ma'am. Kung wala ninyo na hatagan na saktong instruction ang ginikanan, including the site and then the code. Ang mahitabo gyud ani ang encoding nasa school. Bisan og naapay internet ang ginikanan. So kana lang mo reply ta sa text sa ginikanan with the instruction.
Lorna, nawala ka.
Wala, sir.
Hello. Hello. Kinahanglan na to, usban ako. Kinahanglan na to i-replyan ang ginikanan pag text nila with the instruction kung saan ibuhaton sa pag-encode the website, the unique code para ma-encode sa ginikanan ang complete detail sa bata. Katong gibutan nato sa form. Kaya kung dili nato na replyan sila, ang may tabo nila, bisag na sila internet, mangita sila sa form para ilang fill-upan. So, ang may tabo nato sa school, kinahanglan nato to i-capture to nga form. Mag-schedule kita sa school to capture the form para atong i-encode na po dito sa system para makita nato katong sa mga modalities. Kaya kining sa modalities dito na may sa kuan katong other details sa bata. Katong sa enrollment na to, katong pag-text sa ginikanan, gi-capture sa school, gi-encode ni school. So katong gi-capture katong nakuha nato ang enrollment. Ginikanan mo encode.
Sige, i-check sa floor. Alegria enrollment. Bacolod, Alegria AS.
Ayos ma'am ha.
So, counter-check ang modalities against the number of enrollees.
Alegria. Alegria ma'am, ano yun siya ma'am?
Ilang Alegria? Okay.
Total enrollees niya is 66.
66.
Ang iyang modalities, atong tanaan. Mora niya makita ma'am. Online learning 1, television 1, modular learning is 1. Mora ni na-encode.
Okay, kay sa school, by grade level man na. So sa school, nasa data kung modality sa grade 1, gusto siya online, pila ka buok, up to 6. Kinder up to 6. Kani siya, summary na ni. So of the 66, ang answer dire sa modality, pila ka buok, isa lang.
Tulo ka buok ma'am. Tulo ka bata.
So our interpretation here is all the data that are found in the form are not yet encoded in the system. Tama, Flor? Ang interpretation? Because there are 66 enrollees, that would mean there are still some learners whose data in the enrollment and survey form are not reflected in the system. So, why we are showing this, it is very important for our constant follow-up with each other. So, follow-up ta ninyo, follow-up sa diri sa division kung unsanay na reflect nga data ninyo. Just in case we also have errors in the division, you can also tell us unsay kulang, but I'm sure ko nga kung unsay input ninyo diha mo po'y magawas diri. Sige, so Flor, thank you. Okay na to. Flor? So, akong gi-admit si Mami Lawan na buot-buot ko, Flor. To all of us, reminder, let us, to the principals, our teachers are working remotely. But I'd like to encourage everyone to be a principal in the new normal. Wala na, dili na nato pangitaon tong naipatugid si teacher dito kay buhaton na to ni. But we shall, by all means, exert all efforts, make creativity to be a principal in the new normal. Mauna na siya. Now, we can still deliver our services in spite of our distance, from a distance. Ikanta ta na lang niya, lingaw-lingawon to sa amo. From a distance, the world looks blue and gray. Nangita pa ko sa ako ang presentation. Nawala ako presentation floor. And the ocean is... Nalimot ko. There are no bombs. No bombs on the home. No hungry mouths to feed. Ay, hapit na ko nakakita sa akong presentation. So let me continue. This is regarding, thank you Flor for the enrollment data presentation. Let me continue. For the learning continuity plan, maklaro akong presentation.
Yes, ma'am. Klaro, ma'am.
Okay. Learning continuity plan, we will send memorandum for this. So you can fill out the template remotely with your teachers and stakeholders if you want their help. Based on the plan of DepEd National Office, August 24 will be the opening of classes, but 2 weeks in August, first 2 weeks during class opening, we'll have psychosocial first aid intervention with our learners. So principals, get ready with the psychosocial intervention aid materials for our learners. We hope we could provide Ma'am Carbonera, I hope the SGOD and CID could work in tandem with the medical personnel in the making of a learning module on psychosocial intervention. So we'll try our best that we could make these modules for the first 2 weeks. So in the first 2 weeks, we're not going to start immediately with our regular classes using competencies, but all are for psychosocial debriefing about COVID stresses. Provide COVID-19 signages. This was already discussed. I'm going to dwell more on this. But it is clear if learners and school personnel have fever, proceed to isolation area. There shall be a temporary isolation area in the school, or send them to the isolation area, or send them to the medical personnel in the community. Our engineers, Engineer Jana, Engineer Amer, Engineer Alain, shall continuously monitor the guidelines on repair. This time they are already, so principals with repairs, please be informed that we already issued a return to work, work resumption order. The superintendent issued work resumption order to our contractors, maintaining health protocols. So health protocol practices will still be practiced while repairs and other constructions in our schools are going on. Please, principals, monitor. It's important, water and sanitation and many others, social distancing, wearing of face mask, and many others. Put back in the entrance of your school for all of the workers. Monitor if there are workers who have problems in your school, because somehow they could also affect our personnel, and we cannot afford that one among us will get sick, especially that classes are almost to start. For learning resources, this is the work of LRMDS. Teachers, let's ensure, we hope all PSDSS, all principals, all teachers have copies of minimum essential learning competencies. These are already, or these have been distributed already, and I hope no teacher is left behind here because teachers are going to utilize this. They should have this minimum essential learning competencies. This was all other items here were already discussed by Dr. Carbonera this morning. In the division office, we are going to disaggregate our data on enrollment. How about the learners? This is in the division office level. We will disaggregate. Are these for urban, rural, island, or hinterland? That's why this afternoon, we show you that the problem on enrollment, as the data show in our presentation with Floor, the problem on enrollment data does not lie only in the hinterland, but also in the lowland. So let us address this issue and we still have time. We'll make adjustments in our delivery of services to our clients. If the school is big, what do we expect? If the school is medium, okay. So determine schools that are implementing, do we have schools that are implementing double shifts before COVID? Wala man siguro tayo nag-night school. And this time, kung mag-double shift ta sa atong klase, if allowed face-to-face, there will be a problem because of curfew. So having double shift classes would be impossible knowing that IATF declared curfew and the province declared curfew. So dili na siya viable. Again, a reminder, we cannot make our learning continuity plan as comprehensive as expected if we do not have the right number of learners per grade level who opt for TV. So pila man ka grade 1 ang gusto og TV, pila ka grade 1 ang gusto og radio, face-to-face and many other modalities as reflected in the enrollment form. Later, we will be talking about assessment. So we have been talking about learning modules, but what about assessment? How do we assess our learners? In the self-learning modules, we also ensure that there are assessment activities, and the assessment activities could be done remotely, must be recorded but not graded. This is according to the regional director. Let us validate the learning of the child every end of the week. So, ang atong learning module na siya daily nga activities, daily nga assessment, but these are only recorded but not graded. When are we going to record the end of the week assessment? That is what we call the summative test, the end test for every end of a unit. So, probably every Friday, even if distance learning na siya, then we will have an assessment day where we are going to record and make grade. But for the daily test, these are only recorded but not graded as reference for reflection of learning. Okay, check learning modules if there are exercises and assessments. For principals, please check on this. Are the exercises and assessments able to match with the kind of objectives? Let's check. So, for principals, require your teachers to submit activity sheets if they are writing activity sheets and learning modules to you first. Edit, then give that back to the teacher the fastest way we can, then submit. So, dili ta pwedeng mag-submit o document that do not pass through our eyes and those that do not pass through our evaluation. Magtinabangay ta kay lisod kayo kung dili ma-edit, maabot na sa division office, ma-overwhelm in town ang atong mga supervisor. So, let's help each other. In your learning continuity plan, in finality, articulate the task of school heads. Kung ikaw school head, unsay mo trabaho? Si teacher, unsay ang trabaho? Stakeholders, what can they deliver? These are deliverables, the task of each person. That should be reflected in the LCP that you are going to make, so that this will be our guiding light in doing that task in the new normal. In the division LCP, which we also are going to finalize, we already have crafted our LCP submitted to the regional office. which plan is even incorporated in the National Learning Continuity Plan. But that is a work in progress. We still have to work more. And the division office is going to articulate the task of EPSS, PSDSS. The division office is DSS, the chiefs, education program specialists, senior education program specialists, section heads, and all other personnel in the division. This requires the contributory functions of each personnel in the school and in the division office, and all are going to be reflected in the learning continuity plan. Then we have the self-learning modules already done. We are almost done with grade 6, so congratulations and thank you everyone for that endeavor. Let's make guidelines of programs. So what will happen? What do you think? Unsay mahitabo when classes begin? When they are having different modalities, the question is, how can a class program be made? Sa nga klase nga class program nga, sa ilang balay naman lang sila. Kung may kaadili na nato taga class program kaysa ilang balay ra, naan sa may mahitabo. There shall always be a class program in whatever modality. Take note, there shall always be a class program in whatever modality. So kung maato siya sa iyang balay mo trabaho, example, 7:30 to 8:30 English. 8:30 if it's 1 hour, if it's in grade 7. 8:30 to 9:30. So far as of this time, there are no changes in terms of the required number of hours per subject per K-12 curriculum, Republic Act 10533. Mora gihapon to ang 6 hours and a half ang siguro siya. So, kinahanglan siya for the principals, gikinahanglan siyang buhatan og class program, whatever is the modality for guide. For example, ang bata nasa balay lang, home base. Nagsugod nag-answer sa iyang activity sheets, learning module. But giignan siya na pagpalit sa og asin. Pagpalit sa og bitsin, sa naputol ang concentration sa bata. Na tendency ni nana. So, there shall be a class program as an aid and the parents nga, ay dili na ako suguon ang akong anak sa kay nagklase pa siya. Nag-interact pa siya sa iyahang learning module. So that is how important is a class program even if we deliver in different modalities. So, ano? And let us require the schools to organize Task Force COVID-19 Management of Emerging Infectious Disease. So, Task Force COVID-MID. Take note, copy the... Anyway, we are going to send this to you through Floor. All presentations are available for you to browse just in case you cannot cope with kung di na niyo mo makopy, but be sure to have your notebook to take note of important details. This that I share you are the notes also that I took during our regional Mancom. So again, require Task Force COVID MEID in your school. In the division, we also have our Task Force COVID. Nga naman, you know that these are the people who could work in terms of COVID-related issues and concerns. We have issues on PPE, personal protective equipment. Available ba sa market? These are issues. But we should have masks, face masks, whether katong medical or improvised or kita na lang magtahi or whatever. We should always have masks. Gloves, but for the gloves, I think it would be hard for us to purchase considering the availability of supplies. Kung wala tayo gloves, mag-permi na lang tag hand washing. Face shield. So according to the director, if we could make an improvised face shields, he would appreciate that. And if learners are allowed to have face-to-face interaction with teachers, encourage po siya that we shall also, kung kaya na to, with the materials, we have many creative teachers, pwede sab kunong pwede tag mo provide og face shield sa ato ang mga bata if face-to-face interaction is allowed. There are coordinators in the division, APSs with downloaded funds, but these were not utilized last summer because all activities were in stalemate. So, if we have fundings from central office, according to the director, let us reprogram. This can be reprogrammed, just request for authority from central office. Reprogram COVID-related activities. In our schools, there are many questions that are raised by parents. Make a frequently asked questions, flyers with answers. Unsa ka ang probable nga question? Anyone? Unsa ka ang probable nga question? Kinsa makatubag? Ma'am Linggo-Linggo. Ma'am Linggo-Linggo. Ako ba'y naminaw na ako? Sabi ko natulog na. Ma'am Linggo-Linggo. Or any principal, si Ma'am Sindaw. Ma'am Sindaw.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tagay ko og isa ka question, then tagay ko og answer sa imong question. Probable question from parents regarding our classes. O ikaw mama karon naka-anak ka estudyante, mama lang ka, dili ka coordinating principal. Unsay imong question sa ako? Regarding the classes, so different modalities. Example, kung gusto ka og online or ang mama gusto og online. Unsay imong question?
Kada adlaw magklase kong online, ma'am.
Sige, tubaga.
Dili.
Ano man?
Pwede man nga, ala no, mo ako ni pangutanan di na matubag. Joke. Dili na.
So expect many many questions in the field. Like, unsa pay laing pangutana? Ma'am, di ko kabasa. Ako'y magtudlo sa akong anak nga grade 1. Tubagan ninyo. Kinsay mo tubag?
Yes. Talangan.
Ngayon, ma'am, di man jud ko kamao mo basa. Unsa na akong tudlo sa akong anak?
Tagaan og kuan, ma'am, kanang paminawon lang sa radyo, sa sound, sa music, sa letter. Sound sa letter.
So audio na lang, audio material, tagaan.
Pwede
Sige, mayo na.
Pwede i-USB. Record ang voice sa maestra, sa sound niya, sa sound na ng mga letters, sound pag-blend. Then ipadungog sa bata sa live with the worksheets.
Okay, very good answer. So muna isa ka probable question. Napakoy question, ang answer ani kay si Kuan. Isa akong tawgon din habi, si Bilma Manggubat. Na si Bilma Manggubat? Sakpan man gini karong wa diha ba? Tuwa sila sa live streaming. Ako live streaming, di siya katubag. Mangita ko og sige EPS. Ani si Robin? Oo. Sige. Ako na lang, Mr. Tabar. Mr. Tabar. Si Ruben.
Sir Ruben, nakamute ka, Sir Ruben.
Pangutanan na nimo.
Sige, pangutana ko na, ako ginikanan ko si Ruben. Mutana ko nimo. Dunggan ko nimo.
Hello ma'am, good afternoon.
Yes, Sir Ruben, magpa-enroll ko sa akong anak. 5 kabuk akong anak, Sir Ruben, 5. Ang isa kinder, ang isa grade 3, ang isa grade 4, grade 5, ang isa grade 7. Pila na to kabata? 4 na to, no? So, ang akong isa kabata, sir, kay grade 12. Tapos, gusto man sila o online o gusto sila o TV? Naan saan man ako, sir, na isa ra man akong TV, 5 man akong anak, sir.
Launsaon man na. Magpalit og TV, ma'am.
Pila mo kabuk, sir, 5? 5, sir? Nagamay man namong balay, sir. Wa man misala, di ra matulog, maglungag, kaon, saan man ni, sir? Nitingog sa TV, sir, magdubli.
Schedule lang klase kada adlaw. Lahi nga may bata ang mugamit.
Schedule lang. Gabi, ma'am, na may class program. Apasun man, ma'am. Ingon man ka nga na class program.
Saan ka na?
Dili mo gamit og TV, ma'am.
Ha?
Dili mo gamit og TV.
Unsa naman lang?
Kuan, ma'am, kanang
Module na lang, ma'am.
Mag-record ang maestra based sa iyang modules kada bata na sila USB. Dayon, ako nakita. Naabitay na kanang dadalaos mga bata mga murag sumbox man siguro nga pwede USB-han.
Dayon.
300 naman ang kapin karon, ma'am. Pwede sila maglagyo.
Bluetooth speaker, sir.
Ato sila sa inalam sa mangga ang isa, ato ang isa sa
para di mag-abot kay og TV imposible gyud kay mahitabo mamay nga na kinder, na grade 1, na grade 7. Nya ang airtime sa TV in town pating mahala.
Sige. So, mora ni gamay pa na nga question ang akong giingon. And ano siya, thank you sa inyong mga tubag. I'm just trying to spark your thinking, to spark your creativity to address the probable issues. But we'd rather think of this ahead of time para kuan. So this will happen in schools. Na the director is saying make frequently asked question flyers with answers. So pwede ra ba? Pwede siguro no na in the division office, the supervisors and the PSDSs and all other personnel here will give questions. Hatag mo questions regarding our mode of delivery. Then we will try to answer them so that we can also distribute this to the field. But the field, schools, brainstorm with your teachers some of the probable questions of the parents, we will be able to answer. Pero draft pa na siya karon. There is this still work in progress. Medyo kwan pa no. Muna siguro ta sa division office to guide also the schools. But the schools are also going to give us your questions through the public schools district supervisors. Sure po, daghan na questions ang mga parents diha sa inyo. Recall those questions, write them down, submit those questions to your PSDSs. Submit sa mga PSDSs. So we'll try to answer them para basig na question nga lisod ansiran. So we are going to think of ways na unsaon pag-address ang issue sa atong mga clients. Yes, sir.
Can I see something, ma'am, regarding the situation you have given, ma'am?
Yes.
About the situation given about you have 5 children, and 8 children studying in different grade level. I have an idea coming from Adilo, ma'am. These children nag-study sa private school. Ang idea po, ma'am, for example, you have 5 children studying in different grade level. Ang may tabo, dinaray sa ka-TV, that 1 hour for a day, ang usa ka oras in a day is intended only for giving of instruction. Then all of the module will be given to the learners intended for the whole week. So bali yung isang oras na instruction is only for a day. Then the pupils is answering the module for the whole week. Then another day na po sa Friday to give instruction and to collect. Nana ang idea po na kung ma-learn from my neighbor, ma'am.
Sige ha. Kamain ng daghang tag-idea. Then later, we will consolidate those ideas in the division office and we will make a frequently asked questions. Mahumana siya ang frequently asked questions if we're done also with our learning continuity plan. We can only finish that, making that, if we're done with the survey on learning modalities that are chosen by our enrollees and our parents. So medyo ni siya, this task is quite challenging.
Thank you,
But
ma'am.
we will enjoy the journey and everything will be all right with all of us. Anyway, we are 5,000 thinking heads. Mga
Salamat,
5,000 man ta. Oh, thank you, Sir Epi.
Thank you,
Hello,
ma'am.
Ma'am Ann. Good afternoon.
Yes, Ma'am Linggo-Linggo. Napaday mo.
Hello, Ma'am Ann. Good afternoon.
Labunog. Ma'am Labunog.
Ma'am Irma, labunog di ba?
Yes.
Hello, Ma'am. Ako isang ko na, Ma'am, my idea is, I think differentiated instruction can be applied on this situation. Different slots, time slots, and differentiated activity of the 5 children. Mura po na ko idea, Ma'am.
Sige, differentiated activity for the 5 children and different modalities. So, continue na ko ha. Ito lang. What I'm doing is I'm just trying to spark your thinking. Kay lisod og di ta katubag mao caught of handed ta na tuod no. Sao na lang. And sige, continue ta ha. So assignment, we will gather frequently asked questions and we'll make answers. This will be circulated in the whole division once we're able to make this one. But this will be formulated through your contributions of questions. Continue na ko. All schools shall continue with communication information on enrollment in whatever mode. Continue daw ta sa atong communication sa information on enrollment. Last day when the enrollment started, natimingan jud na ako og gawas sa akong gipuy-an. Natingala ko kay gibabag man sa aning babagan man ko aning nakasta motorized sikad. Iko na unsa may gibati ani niya nga. Mugawas ko ani nga dalan, di ko kagawas kini babag man siya. Na siya giwara-warang papel, ana-ana siya. Oh, mao ni ang online nga papel sa enrollment. So, agihatag niya dito sa silingan. Oh, pilapina ninyo kay enrollment. Nilarga na sab siya, naduol na gid siya sa akong sakyanan, di nagyud ko maka-irog. Ay siya, oh, na-enrollment form. Gikan ni sa online, pag-enroll na mo. So, na-intriga ko, kinsa din ni siya. Akong gipangutana, kinsa day ka sir, kagawad daw siya. I forgot his name. Ma'am, kagawad ko sa Baroy. Congratulations to the Baroy principals and the Baroy supervisor. Ang saon nga naamang po ko dito dapit. So, manang Baroy, akong masampit. Na timing man po na mo'y paggawas niya kay mga 6 o'clock kapin nang distribute siya o enrollment form. Ingon siya. Oo, sige, na-enrollment form. Ako si kagawad ko, ano, sa tiyang gingon. Enroll na mo, niya form. Sige, siya balik-balik. Gikan ni sa online, giprint. So, inana ba, I was amazed on the creativity and the connection of the principal with the barangay officials. Si barangay official ang nag-distribute. I'm pretty sure it's not only Baroy that is doing this, but walang ginanaan ako nakiti ang uban. I'm sure you're also doing your part, knowing na natay enrollment. So, whether you are seen or not, nakakita mi sa inyong gibuhat or wala, but we appreciate you for the efforts you've done para puntay enrollees kung sa putong trabahoon mo nang kinahanglan natay enrollees. And we need really to educate the children. Kaya naaman sila. So it will communicate constantly with the LGU on our enrollment because most especially that our teachers are doing the job remotely. Basin inyong mga teachers to oras layo, but the LGU officials are nearest you, the Bayherts are nearest us, the Purok leaders are nearest us. They are the potential stakeholders who can help us in the enrollment. So, kung tanawan ninyo enrollment, kung last year 1,000, pila may inyo di ang enrollment dapat ron. So, ang madugang lang if you're elementary, ang madugang lang ang kinder. Kay mo-move man po ang grade 6 sa 7. So, expected siya, it's either increase or decrease a little bit. Kung ni-decrease a little bit, negligible decrease, okay. Pero kung dako nga decrease, not unless to aning adto because according to Ma'am Sindaw, encourage kuno niya ang mga bata. Unsa kanito Ma'am Sindaw, encourage nimo mga bata nga Ingon si Ma'am Sindaw, okay ba daw encourage ang mga bata nga mauli sa ilang kaugalingong barangay para dili na mag-travel paingon sa central school o di na pod ma-congested ang school. Kana kung i-allow ang face-to-face, that's still a viable idea. Pero kung di gid mo sugot ang parent nga ibalhin ang anak niya dito sa ang kaugalingong barangay, so modawat kita sa mga bata nga moadto sa central school. I appreciate your initiatives on the campaign on that for our learners and parents. Present LCP. No, in the LCP, we are going to emphasize the no non-reader in Phil-Eri. Ang Phil-Eri daw nato, walay non-reader. Ang Phil-Eri daw nato, ingon si RD, start na daw ta og frustration level readers. Pero naman yun ang reader, di ba? Pero ingon si RD, mo start na ta sa frustration, then followed by instructional and independent. Require teachers, mananing kick-off. There shall be bayang magilew in whatever webinars that we have. Di jud na daw kalimtan, and then pag bayang magilew, motindog jud kuno ta to pay attention and respect to the symbol of freedom. Pay respect to the flag, the allegiance. So there shall be bayang magiliw in webinars. Sa webinars pod, so bayang magiliw ta, will stand. Reminder lang, atong previous nga kick-off sa brigada, namin nakita o naka-sleeveless o white. Naapoy wala siya sinina, ana lang siya sa towel sa ihang lawas. So, if we are in a work from home, if we are attending webinars, video conference, teleconference, we must be in our formal attire because that is a professional endeavor. For every professional activity, we shall dress appropriately as professionals. Make an inventory of learners. Another, unsa pa ba? Napadtoy, klaro nga naghigda bitaw na siya unlan, na siya habol diha. Maklaro man ang atong mga background. So choose your best background na mayo po ang iyong background, wholesome for a professional. Make an inventory of learners who can do online class na dito sa atong survey. According to the director, we are going to identify pilot school, one elementary and one high school to do distance learning. We'll try if we can do this. Make scheduling of enrollment for social distancing. Unsa ning in English? Make scheduling of enrollment for social distancing. Make a scheduling of enrollment considering social distancing. Kana kung face-to-face. Wala na siya kung may face-to-face. According to the director, there are vegetable seeds that are distributed by the Department of Agriculture. That is for the gulayan sa paaralan. There are already schools that can plant especially it's rainy season, pwede na tang mangayo sa Department of Agriculture for the seeds. Draft, how do you evaluate your radio-based and TV-based instruction? Tell your teachers on this. Pagtanaw ninyo nga daghaning choose og radio-based and daghan choose og TV-based, design an assessment activity on these types of modalities. Mas sayon ang sa learning module kay naman i-print na to, but radio-based, this is another one, and TV-based. So please encourage your teachers to think of this. Sooner, when we are ready with our learning continuity plan, when we're ready with our learning modalities, when we're ready with our learning materials, that's the time that we'll conduct orientation of the parents on distance learning and other modalities. So, kung si parent i-choose og online, i-orient na automatic parents na nag-choose og online. Kung nag-choose sila og blended learning module plus audio material, ato gihapon silang i-orient. Orientation will happen before the start of classes. How to convene the parents for orientation? That is another question. Kaya ba din natong manawag nila? This time, we're not allowed yet to convene. Anyway, pwede siguro social distancing, but few of the parents will be called. So if you have 100, let's call half of them, 50%. Considering the big gym with social distancing, pwede silang i-orient. But pending upon issuance of IETF by June 15, we'll have another issuance. For now, the instruction is 50%. So 50% of the crowd expected. Kung tayo gi-expect nga 50, kung kaya sa atong gym nga 50, 200, so okay ra ng 50 tawagon. But this time, we are not still going to call them. Wala pa tayo pang tawagon, no face-to-face interactions. So this time, we are going to do our transactions remotely. Just like in the division office, we do our transactions remotely. You can just email and tell us your email so we can immediately download and print. Except for the requirement of Sir Arman, which hard copy is needed by the regional office, ang Form 7. We'll think creatively. Kung ang usual nato nga naandan mo pa itong huna-hunaon, which we cannot do it anymore, di ta ka move on. Manangingon na mag-move on na ta. Ningon si COVID, mag-move on na ta. This is the time when there is transformation of the whole world brought by the pandemic na. Let's think creatively. We can still deliver the services with our creative thinking, not forgetting the goals that we have. School principal should have competencies in leadership that is suited to the new normal. So magsigitag kasuko kay ang maestra di kaabot sa eskwelahan karon nga panahon na dili na ka principal nga suited to the new normal kay di man gyud siya kaabot unsaon la siya sakyanan. But may gani because the central office is telling us the teachers are still going to continue doing the work from home pending upon issuance of another directives in consideration to IATF guidelines. So unsaon man nato pagka principal that suit to the new normal? Katong di kabalo mag-encode sa computer, kinahanglang magtuon na. Unsa pa? Katong di gusto online, kay labad daghan ka i-click-click, magtuon na ta og online. Unsa pa ba? Katong di gustong mobasa og learning modules, kay daghan ba ani? Remember, if you're the principal, if you have many writers, now with many modules to take good care, kinder up to grade 6, malulula ka. So, masakit imong ulo ug mata. But let's enjoy the show. Our leadership, our strong leadership is needed. in this new normal, especially that we are shaken by circumstances. So to those principals, I'd like you to say to yourself this time, I am the principal in the new normal. Ana na gyud ta. Oh, you can work any time of the day, even at night. Distance learning, the universal term for that is remote learning. But this, in our system, we use distance learning. Distance learning is what we are employing. And there are many issues and concerns on this. But there's no other way out but to think of doable solutions. Home and school as partners, teachers and parents as partners, partner na gyud. So, baingon si teacher, ma'am, na may joke sa Facebook, no? Ay, siya nga, ma'am, kisa may magtudlo sa akong anak. Ay, padalhan na ako og learning module. Dayon ang sunod. Ma'am, saan man ang learning module, ma'am? Ang ako rang anak-anak, ma'am, di man siya kamao magbasa. Di siya kasabot. Kung makabasa man galing siya, di siya kasabot. Saan na ako, ma'am? So, maingon din si teacher nga, ma'am, imo kong tabangan, ikay magtudlo sa imong anak while nag-learning module siya. Maingon dayon ang ginikanan, ang joke kay, maingon siya nga, na ma'am, magtunga ta sa imong sweldo. Saan man na niyo pagtubag? So there was an answer of a principal who encountered this question. Dili diri sa Lanao, sa lain nga division. Giingnan daw siya nga, ma'am, magtunga mi sa sweldo sa imong teacher, principal man ni siya. Kay ako man ka magtudlo sa akong anak. So giingnan ni principal nga, manang, nanginhanglan mi sa imuhang tabang. Si teacher nahago gihapon kay nagbuhat man siya sa learning module. Mag-follow up man siya sa progress of learning sa imuhang anak at the same time magkandak man ni siya test sa imuhang anak. Wala gyapon na wala yang rule. Only nga naman siya sa balay. Mangayo mi sa imuhang panabang nga mag-guide ang imuhang anak. So ayuhon lang gyud nato og istorya ang atong mga ginikanan kay partner man na sila. Partner man gina sila nato. Those scheduled work from home shall not receive hazard pay. Kato bitawong declare nga dunay hazard pay. Katong time sa ECQ lang. Not all divisions can receive hazard pay. Basin paninglan pud mo. Ang maka-receive sa hazard pay katurang mga provinces na nag-undergo og ECQ. But then, those whose schedules are work from home, wala gyud sila makatrabaho sa office sa panahon sa ECQ, na wala gyud sila hazard pay. Only those who render services actual in the office during the ECQ can receive their hazard pay. So kung nara sila sa ilahang balay, like ako sa ECQ, man naman jud ko nakabalik dinhi, duha ko kaadlaw naka-serve during ECQ. So wala pud ko hazard pay atong time, wala pud ko diri sa office. Kaya wala naman ko makalusot pag abot diri atong pag-declare na diri sa ECQ, wala ko kabalik. Okay, so mura po na mahitabo sa other personnel who are on work from home scheme. So to end, unsa na oras? 3:28. Let me repeat, alone we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. That's according to Helen Keller. Please look at my illustration. They're working together at a distance with one goal. Like us, we are at a distance, but we have one vision, common goal for our children. Let us prepare for the future of the children of Lanao del Norte. Good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you, Ma'am Ann. At this point in time, we have 31 questions, Ma'am Ann, posted at the link where Sir Flor has given the audience. Are you going to accommodate those questions, ma'am?
Sige, go.
Okay, sige. Sir?
Can you read, Floor? White man good. I cannot see the words clearly.
Okay, ma'am. I'm going to read, ma'am. Okay, first question. Since our school has still PUMs, so I cannot report to school, am I going to continue to work from home?
Yes, because it's not good for you to be there. However, there was already an instruction by the regional director that by July 15, at most, schools should have been disinfected so that our LGU still has time to prepare. The division office already sent letters informing our LGUs that by July 15, the school should have been disinfected. That would mean we are expecting that there will be no more PUMs. We hope so, that there will be no more PUMs and PUIs in our schools for those used as quarantine schools. However, per verbal instruction from the regional office, if there is a space where you can convene, you can go there if you want to convene with the other, especially if teachers are just within the locality. So pwede na mo dito mag-work, find a place where you can still maintain social distancing. You can work while the school is having PUI or PUM. The other line agencies are still our partners. LGUs are our partners. We're still under the government, so we still offer the facilities of the government for other government services, for the health services. But when education services demands that this structure will be utilized, then pretty sure also the LGU will understand us, given that information letter to them.
Okay, ma'am. Next, ma'am.
Okay, why July 15? It's not good for PUMs and PUIs to be just transported anywhere. So napa sila time because the date now is June 10 and it's July 15 pa man sila pwede na mobakate. So napagid sila enough time to prepare.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Next question, ma'am. Sa finance and accounting ni siya, ma'am. I just want to ask about the said monitoring of repair. How can we repair if we do not have funds because downloading is not yet done? Wala na po magpautang na mo.
Okay, lagi no, po'y magpautang. The repair that I refer to is the repair that is funded by the National Office. There is funding for Basic Education Facilities Fund. Katong funded ba sa National Office nga mga repair? Moto among giingon na ipamonitor. We understand na even to have funding for repair from MOE would be too hard for you. So ang akong gimin are those schools with ongoing repair funded by Central Office. Ay sa mo pagpangutang kay basig di ta makabayad. Nga ibalhin mo, tingilan mo, na di mo makabayad yun, kaya balhin naman mo. Unless nabutang na sa atong APP, na naagin tayo repair, makabayad yun tayo. Anyway, for those who have repairs, nagplano mo na mo i-repair, which budget will be taken from your MOOE, ayha na mo pag-repair kung naan na mo i-kwarta. Kung wala, ay sa mo pangutang. Kay, you will have problem on liquidation. At the same time, you will have problem on procurement processes. Procure only when the budget is available. Mauna siya ang akong advice to all of you. Procure only. Undergo procurement processes implementing Republic Act 9184. Procure only when there is a budget. Kaya kung mangutang mo, saan pa man ninyo, mo-canvas pa ba mo? Mo-canvas da itang, wala pa tayo kwarta, so ayaw. Okay, next.
Okay.
Next question.
Next question, Sir Floor. Any update? This question was actually answered already, ma'am, about the lifting of the land bank moratorium.
Okay, that was already answered.
Yes.
We're doing our part. Our budget officer, finance officer, Sir Tor, we're working on it. And we hope within the week or next week there would be an answer to that.
Okay, ma'am. Next, ma'am. Good day, sir and madam. What would be the best solution for us district na even radio and television or ICOM is not available in the area? There are few parents have ICOM but majority of them are nothing and we do not have network signal.
The answer to that is the data that we get in the enrollment form because there are modalities. So the decision will be based on the input of our parents on learning modalities. So kung wala siya TV sa ilahang balay, di man gina siya mo answer og TV. Kung wala po siya ICOM sa ilang balay, di man gina siya mo answer og ICOM. So sure ko, ang iyang i-answer diha, it's either face-to-face or learning module. So humanon sa ginanato itong enrollment, kana may survey, that's the time, at the school level, madesisyonan gina nato.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Next, ma'am, from Amira Ampaso. Sir, this is my concern. Dalawa yung handle ko na school. Tas yung isa, which is newly open school, Taman Grade 3. While yung isa is Taman Grade 2. Naka-enroll na yung focal person ng tatlo sa grade na ginamit niya na ID is yung school na may ID number. Wala siyang question, ma'am.
Unsa may problema? Ang problema din ha kay unsaon pag-capture sa enrollment sa isa ka school nga walay ID. Kaya man gi-incorporate dito sa na pondo ba niya nakuha niya wala may ID. So dito gid siya isulod sa katong naay ID. However, at your level, in your school, you have your own data. Kabalo jud ka og kinsay para dito sa PICAS katong wala pay school ID. Consumption of that data will be at your level kana nga information diya sa imo. But you submit here, example, 10. Pero ang 5, or gamay po kay ng 10 to open a class, no? Example, 50. Pero kanang 50, it is understood by you, being a principal of the school, so one without ID na, kaning of the 50, example, na 20 para dito sa isa, na 30 para aning na ID. So, at your level, you know your, the details of your information. But in the division office, because we cannot report on enrollment on a school without ID, munang gisulod sa nato siya temporarily dito sa, kung ato ng common term mother school. So keep the enrollment form. Segregate na nimo, disaggregate. Disaggregate. Diri ni sa isa nga nay ID, kaning isa walay ID. But sa reporting, ato sa silang i-adapt because we cannot afford not to capture them. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Next question. One of the grade 6 ESP module writers in Linamon District has backed out after the deadline on June 1. So I immediately replaced her to push through writing the module. Is the replaced writer teacher be recognized in the certificate?
If the replacement is able to produce the learning module.
Yeah.
So we shall make a memorandum for that replacement to officially identify that that teacher is being assigned by the superintendent to write the module.
Okay.
For her to receive the certificate.
Okay, ma'am. Next question, sir. Okay. I just want to ask po if may possible na may additional teacher for integrated school. In our school, we have grade 7 to grade 9 but only 2 teachers I have in our junior high school. 501433 Tumpol IS Taguluan District.
We are going to look into that. We will see the data of the planning office and we'll find out if the integrated school is already having permission for establishment by the regional office, and the decision in providing the teacher is at the level of the school's division superintendent, of course, with the information on the need of teachers in the school. So there shall be teacher need analysis first. In that integrated school, tanaw na to kung pilay gikinahanglan, tanaw na to po pilay enrollees. Based on the enrollees, pilay gikinahanglan for the decision of the superintendent.
Okay.
Being the appointing authority. So, we will refer this to the planning office. Of course, Ma'am Inking is listening for Tumpol. Ma'am Inking, please take note for Tumpol for our data to be given to the superintendent for the probable provision of additional teacher.
Same problem po na sa ako sa Sapad Integrated School, ma'am.
Okay, so kuha na to ang data sa planning office, ana ma'am. If you're done with your enrollment, then submit your teacher need analysis also. While we are also having our teacher need analysis, because there's a tendency that there might be other teachers, kung wala nagyulain, ay handa na to tagaan, pero pag napatay laing pwedeng hulamon nga teacher from other levels, pwede po na to isla patudlo. Pero kung wala na gyud, especially na specialized gyud ang high school, we need a special teacher. But this is another story with that of the elementary. So, the superintendent is going to consider also the needs of the school based on the availability of teacher items. We have teacher items, but pretty sure this would never be enough for the need of all. But this will not also be assigned. The teachers will not be, the item will not be filled out not unless the enrollment has been over. Kaya ay hapa man nato makita ang need sa school kung nanagay bata. Okay. So wait lang mo katong mga integrated schools, especially katong wala pa establishments, please work on your establishments because it would be hard if you don't have establishments yet up to this time. And we are still working on that. In fact, we are assigning 2 personnel in the division to oversee this. For District 1 and District 2, we have 2 personnel, Dr. Ivy Humawan and Dr. Lidian Cabaho. These 2 SGOD personnel are working evaluating the document so that eventually we can submit this, and if you will be established, approved by the director, at the level of the director, then we'll look into possibilities of providing teacher depending upon the availability of teacher items. Sige.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Next question.
Regarding the task of teachers who are non-module writers, since they are tasked to make learning activity sheets, how many LAS are required per learning competencies? Is it individualized instruction? Are they going to make LAS from 1st to 4th quarter?
This time, it would be very impossible for them to make learning activity sheets up to 4th quarter, given the time. Pretty sure we can require them to write learning activity sheets for the 1st quarter. What are we going to do with these learning activity sheets? This will be the supplementary materials of the self-learning modules. So, because this will be contextualized if this is individualized, meaning to say, a teacher is going to be given minimum essential learning competencies. Example, well, if it's for high school, grade 7 English teacher, she will make learning activity sheets for her subject depending upon her assignment. But the complication will happen in elementary because the teacher is a generalist. So if the teacher is a generalist, what will happen here? She will be writing in 5 subject areas, learning modules in each learning competency. Diba? Medyo complicated. So we are now going to think of this. We'll discuss first will discuss, will issue a memorandum. The PSDSS with the PSS are going to discuss on this because we haven't thought of this. We haven't thought of the bulk of the work of the teacher. Well, anyway, there are two things that will happen. If a teacher is a born writer, if a teacher really loves to write and teach, then there is no question the teacher could write as many learning activity sheets that she could make given the experiences of her life as teacher. Sayon ra na niya because makita naman niya unsa nga learning activity sheets ang iyang buhaton for her own consumption. But if a teacher will have difficulty in writing, magproblema gid siya, labi na ug daghan siya subject areas. So, we'll discuss this first with the CID personnel to be spearheaded by our OIC CID chief. Amo sa nang i-discuss kung individual bagyod siyang maghimo sa tanan niyang learning activity sheets for her own subject loads, or we'll have another modes to lighten the job. For now, pending sa ang answer ha, we will consult the intellectuals, the division. Sige. Next.
Okay, ma'am. Next, ma'am. Mayroon po bang alive milk para sa mga alive implementing schools? From Christine Cabuenas of Malasalong ES.
According to Ma'am Samanera, the alive, the asatids, and the ustads made or are now making, has been making, kay sige man silang trabaho. The ustads and the, unsa nang isa? Ustads ra ba tong term, ana? Asatids? Ustads and, unsa na isa ka term? Ma'am Arlene, unsa na isa ka term? They have been writing their learning modules for...
Yes, a singular, ma'am.
Ustad og, unsa nang isa? Basta our ustads are writing their learning modules. We'll check on, according to Ma'am Samanera, they are writing their learning modules. And they have been doing that since summer. So we'll check. In the next report of LRMDS, we will require Ma'am Samanera to submit her data on the number of competencies for alive per grade level and the number of learning modules available per grade level in alive. So that is another requirement, that is another assignment that we have so that all of you will know regarding the availability of learning modules. As far as I know, the coordinator has been saying that all of those ustads have been writing the learning modules for alive, for the new normal. We'll still work on that and we'll report in the next Mancom.
Okay, ma'am. Next, ma'am. Good afternoon. For clarification lang po, are school heads required to report to school daily or still follow the skeletal workforce arrangement? Salamat po.
Based on our issuance, pretty sure you were able to read that memorandum on sa to siya issuance in the division office. Schools, offices, units, sections, diba na naman to ang gibutang dito, shall still deliver services on a work from home scheme. Included ang schools, diba, sa work from home. However, just like us in the division, gustuhon man namo, like me and the superintendent, because we are the principals are the chief executives in their schools. Though we have guidelines that we still have to do work from home, the options are laid in our own decision, because there are times that we are needed and we cannot really apply the 3 days, 2 days as the need arises. So nagi time na di gyud na nimo malikayan na mo practice ka work from home because there is a great demand for work that could not be done through work from home. Not na work nga atong ma-identify nga diri gyud sa office nato pwedeng matrabaho. But there are those functions that could be done remotely by video conference or call. So 3 days, 2 days as per civil service issuance, di man na nato we cannot defy on that because that is the declaration of Civil Service Commission. In fact, that is not 3 days, 2 days, but that is 4 days work week ang sa civil service. But we are making also our own, although the delivery of services are not being hampered. Ang sa civil service, 4 days work week. So, ang 1 day, work from home. But ang ato dire, nag-awat ta sa regional office, 3 days, 2 days. So, 2 days work at home. Kita mga top leaders, like chief executives in the school, gustuhon man nato na 3 days ragyog ko diri sa school, 2 days di ko mo report diha. Please ensure that the basic services of our office are not hampered even if we are not around. So, kung gusto jud ka, kung naa kay assistant principal, based on the civil service guidelines, sundo na tutong work from home. Kung naa kay assistant principal, will agree. Or kung na mag-appoint kag OIC nga, doon ra pod sa imong eskwelahan, who can also deliver the services in your absence, pwede na siya. Because that is civil service guidelines. Pero, the decision is yours. Naitrabaho nga, urgent siya nga, work from home na unta ka, but di kinahanglan nga moadto ka, kay na webinar, hinay kay ang signal sa imong balay, adto jud kag eskwelahan, kay kusog kay ang signal, so dili na siya work from home. Work from school na siya. So ano na as the need arises, so as not to hamper the services, na dyan tayo mga flexibilities. Wala tayo mga flexibilities. Especially that we are in an emergency situation. I hope, kung gusto man tag street, balaod good na, di ba? The Service Commission good na work from home, status quo. Yes, balaod na siya. We are still going to follow. But as the need arises, kana bitaw atong mga IETF na mga officials, unsa na lang ganin na sila orasa matulog, no? Gamiting pa sila 11 o'clock sa gabi. They are good examples of public servant. Kanang atong mga doctors, government employee man na. Work from home din na sila, din lang gani sila kauli sa ilang balay. Swerte pagigihapon ka because we are able to enjoy the work from home. Pero, enjoy the work from home, but let that not privilege hamper let us not hamper the services required of us kay muna akong giingon, we are in an emergency situation where the call of preparation is essential. So ano lang, na Civil Service Commission na pronouncement, in fact, that's found probably na sa inyong mga messenger. Keep track with the issuances. Ang ako lang sab sa inyo is keep track with the issuances of ang atong mga issuances. You could just imagine Central Office issued a memorandum dated June 9. Unsa nang June 9? Oh, no. Katong Saturday, ang Sato siya. June 8. Memorandum number 56.
June 6, ma'am.
Unsa man ang June 6?
That's DepEd Memorandum number 56.
June 6 is what day?
Friday.
Saturday, ma'am. Saturday.
Okay, very good. Saturday. So that is an example that in times of emergency, in the exigency of service, regardless of the day, we deliver our services because our clients really need our decision, especially decision making man ang principal at the school level. While sa superintendent, siya po ang decision maker, topmost decision maker in the division office. So si Sir, makita ninyo, wala si Sir mag-enjoy of 3 days, 2 days. Sir Ople has been reporting Monday up to Friday. Unlike me, I also have been reporting Monday up to Friday. We don't even enjoy we're supposed to enjoy 2 days, ansa na siya? Nana sa among privilege, 2 days home visit every month. Pero because of emergency services needed, we cannot really enjoy that every month, especially in this period. So, inana na siya lang. Ang ako lang is, let's answer the call of the time, though we have also the guidelines to be followed. Thank you. That's all. Next.
Okay, ma'am. Next question. How about those procured supplies that we have from the cooperative? It was not accepted because of PhilJIP's concern, but we have no other supplies in town. Who can let us get the products without payment yet?
Ang sabot, ipasabot, nagkuha na sa product, wala pa nakabayad?
Ana, ma'am.
Yun sa man ang procurement. For as long as you follow the procurement process of RA 9184, to all principals, I know you were oriented on procurement process. If it's in the cooperative, because the only supplier is a cooperative, just follow the procurement process, RA 9184. Katulay sunda, ano na siya problema. Let us check kung giun sana ninyo, we'll talk about that. But please read first. Kinsa ni siya, you can call me. Please read first RA 9184 on procurement. Tanawa sa diha kung cooperative unsa may mahitabo. Another question?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. To whom will the ADAS submit their DTR and OWA? Thank you.
Okay, so shall we have Tor, Ardon, Tor?
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
There's a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir Tor, there's a question. To whom will the ADAS submit their DTR and OWA? Thank you.
Unsa na nga ADA, ma'am? ADAS. Actually, daghan mo ko ng ADAS, na ADAS 3, ADAS 2.
Sige,
Typically, unsa na nga ADAS? Ha?
Kung ADAS 3, as an example, kung ADAS 3, asa siya mag-submit?
Kung asa siya naka-station, ma'am, dito man, di ba dito man ang ila ang DTR?
Kung ADAS 2 siya, asa siya mag-submit?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Kung asa sila naka-station, ma'am, dayon, dito na lang dayon i-integrate sa kung asa nga district sila nga school na naka-station para sa Form 7 nga preparation.
Unsa man ang OWA?
OWA, sir.
Ambot, o pugo ka ba lang si Bini ng uwa? Kinsay nagkuha na ni Ma'am si? Amon to?
Si Anina, katong nag-ask nga question, you may also call for other details to our accountant, Mr. Tor Aurelio Ardon. Pagsabot
Actually, ang DTR, ma'am, sa admin ba ng DTR, ma'am?
Sir Arman.
Yes, ma'am. Kato man na DTR and then preparation of Form 7 is under administrative section.
Sige, Sir Arman. May question, Sir Arman. Sir Pasok. Enter, Mr. Pasok. Chairman.
Chairman, pasok.
Sige. So for now, the answer of Sir Tor is you are going to incorporate the name of that ADAS 2 or 3 to the Form 7 of the school. To be submitted to the admin section. Next question.
Okay.
Salamat, Tor.
Sir.
Okay na ba?
Next question.
Okay, Nara ma'am. Can we still pass the APR for the next purchase so that our other supplies will be stamped by the DBM? The first to third quarter supplies other than the present submitted APR for emergency purchase.
Who will answer? Cheribet or Inday?
Ma'am Che? Ma'am Inday?
Oh, let's
Emily?
What? Also, emergency purchase?
Ma'am Inday, the question is, can we still pass the APR for the next purchase so that our other supplies will be stamped by the DBM? The first to third quarter supplies other than the present submitted APR for emergency purchase.
May I know if the school has downloading or wala pa siyang downloading? If the school don't
Day, dili na siya makatubag day kay nag-write lang ni siya sa question. Give the two sides.
Okay. So if the school have downloading, so they can proceed, they can submit their APR to the DBM para matatakan siya. And after that, makaprocure na sila. But if they don't have downloading yet, so they can submit to the division office their APR so that the supply officer will going to consolidate it and kuan yang patatakan dito. But with regards to emergency purchase, only katong mga COVID items ang atong pwede mga emergency. COVID mga kuan needs, COVID related kuan needs ang pwede mga emergency. Kung mga kuan siya, mga supplies, need gid siya ato pag TBM.
Okay, Ma'am Inday. Ma'am Ann?
Yeah.
Okay. OWA-DI means Office Work Week Accomplishment.
Ay, attachment lang na siya sa DTR.
Okay, next question. Okay, kani ma'am. Why is it the DepEd will have to start classes on August in spite that cases of COVID-19 is still alarming? Can we have it next year? That is one of the frequently asked questions.
Sudpod na. Frequently asked question. Nganong po tanong nga magklase man gyud ta? Learners have no classes. We started paano sa atong no classes last March, no? April, May, June, July. Why should we start in August? Why not next year? There is a Republic Act. There is a Republic Act that the opening of classes shall be within the month of June and August. If we are not going to plan out for its opening in August, then that is defiant to the Republic Act.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Next, sir.
However, rest assured that the department with our secretary is trying to ensure that there shall be no face-to-face in compliance to the pronouncement of the president. The president has been consistent in his pronouncement that there shall be no face-to-face classes unless there is a vaccine. But however, because of that Republic Act, then we need to plan out for the opening of school year. Because what will the department do? What will the teachers do? What will the teachers do? What will the learners do? They will become idle for many months. However, the opening of classes will still be subject to the directive, subject to the guidelines of IATF. Now, there is a pending bill. It's already in its third reading. I read that in the news. The bill on giving the president the authority to extend the opening of classes beyond August. We're still waiting for that bill to be approved. But for this time, given the learning continuity plan of the department, we are planning for curriculum at the same time. We are planning for the health measures of the department. So don't worry, we're still preparing. For as long as we are preparing, then the public would also be assured that DepEd is ready to hold classes. But just in case the health situation will not warrant, pretty sure our top officials at the national level will also intervene. So for now, we are going to think that per Republic Act that we follow and per DepEd order, which is the policy of the department as our guide, we have to start our classes by August 24.
Okay, ma'am. Next question, ma'am. Good afternoon. Paano po mag-delete ng double enrollment sa system? Thank you. From Lailani Makasalog. I will answer this, ma'am, according to Sir Flor, next week, i-release ang module for how to delete double entries. So, let's just watch out next week for the module. Sir, no? Module. For the how to delete double entry. Next question, ma'am. Can a work from home scheme be arranged for schools with non-teaching staff? This is to set up a skeletal workforce in the school.
A non-teaching staff is still a government employee. The Civil Service Memorandum Number 10, Series 2020, talks about all government employees. So, a non-teaching personnel can still be part of the personnel who will avail of a work from home scheme.
Okay, ma'am. Last two questions na lang, ma'am. Okay. Next. Good PM, ma'am. Posible po ba na mabigyan kami ng new teacher na wala pa po kaming school ID? Kailangan po namin ng karagdagang teacher since marami po kaming bata.
This question is relative to the previous question. We will wait until the enrollment is final. We encourage you to fast-track the requirements for the establishment of your school while we still have time. You can ask for help from SGOD personnel so that by the start of August, you will already have your document for that school newly established, and the superintendent could immediately decide to give you a teacher. For now, tapusin mo na yung enrollment, tapusin mo na yung requirements. If by all means the requirements would never warrant an approval by the regional director, then we'll also wait for the decision of our top executive in the division office. But don't worry, the superintendent is trying to see to it that all needs of the division will be answered. But I'd like to remind you that the provision of teacher is subject to availability of teacher item positions. Not unless all of these schools without establishment could be established and could be counted in the national office. And that's the time we will have plantilla for teachers. For as long as the school is not yet established and there is no plantilla position for your school. If there is no plantilla position for your school because there is no approval for its establishment, then the division office will have the difficulty in asking for additional teacher for your school. So nga to na lang buhaton dire, tanawon na lang gid na ng superintendent ang mga excess teachers in other schools. Kung na schools nga na mga excess teachers tapos na nag-retire dili ibutang didto, si atong HRMO si Mr. Edrea tanawon man na niya kung excess na nag-retire dili sa ibutang diri, then those in need of teachers dito po na ibutang, of course with the decision of our superintendent.
Okay, ma'am. Last question.
Yay!
From Antonio R. Kapaa.
Okay.
How can we monitor in the enrollment system whether the enrollment focal person have encoded the detail of the learner's enrollment form?
I like that question. I like that question, and that will be answered by Flor.
By Sir, okay. According to Sir Flor, the link for the monitoring for the enrollment system has already been posted in the live streaming. And for the MS Team audience, the link is... okay. So it has already been forwarded to the CID group so that the PSDSS will forward it to the school heads, ma'am. But for those who are watching the YouTube live streaming, you can see the link there. It is posted already there. Sa ubos kanang nagdagan-dagan nga mga letters diha. Na diha ang link gi-post ni Sir Flor ang enrollment system, ang monitoring sa enrollment system. Okay, Ma'am Ann, that would be all.
Yes, salamat Chris, mga principals. Happy rainy afternoon. Salamat, and hope we will continue to prepare for the coming school year. And to end, mo-end na ba ko? To end, let me share you this this is Desiderata as our closing slide or as our closing video presentation. Please wait. Mag-share ko, Flor. Di ba na ako makita akong i-share, Flor?
Kadali lang, ma'am. I-fix ni sir. Okay, sir. Ma'am, sige lang, ma'am. I-share.
Ajot.
Nakita na yung files, ma'am.
Nana?
Yes, ma'am.
Na music?
Wala pa, ma'am.
Stop sharing, man, Flor.
Sige. Wait sa ma'am. Nasi
Ajot.
Sir Flor.
Nana.
Okay. Nasi Sir Flor, ma'am.
May music.
Wala pa audio, ma'am. Padong na si Sir Flor.
Ale. Music eh. Oh, sound eh. Ay, Alexa.
Wala gyud. Yan no. Hindi siya gusto sound.
Send ka lang sa mo.
Send ako sa imo. Saan ako pag-send? Send ito sa messenger. Huh? Laruhin na.
Go placidly.
Okay, Ma'am Ann, thank you very much. Okay, for the attendance, out of 379, only 257 have logged in the Mentimeter. Okay, as you see in the screen, maura gyud ni ang nakalog in sa afternoon attendance. Only 257 out of 379. So, for those who failed to log in, please use the code 335277 for the afternoon session. That concludes our 3rd Division Management Committee meeting. God bless everyone and mabuhay. Signing off.